Okay, is there anyone, guys? I don't know what happened from yesterday. I was not able to see the live viewers, how many people were watching, and today I was not able to connect streaming actually. Uh, but now it's okay. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, however, if I were here, I wouldn't be able to take any trade. I have seen that market because this market just opened and started to fall. Of course, I was not able to trade anything over here. So let's see. Even if I'm late, I'm happy because I didn't miss anything. This is the regular trading hour on my left. On my right, this is the what is I mean the 15-minute chart on my right. If you go to the hourly chart, you will be able to see that this new day opening gap over here, this new day opening gap is still holding the market, send the market lower. Now it is trading this hourly bullish fair value gap over here. This is that hourly bullish fair value gap. Market came yesterday here in the what is I mean the new daily fair value gap, daily bullish fair value gap. It came here. Then I think we have kind of news around 4:30 that sent the market higher, destroyed all of my buy side liquidity. I will talk about here actually a bit later. But then it has also built this bullish fair value gap. Market tapped to this new day opening gap high perfectly. It is holding that market. Nobody has closed above the high of this new day opening gap. This is the high. This is the low. Then market closed, come back lower. This is the opening gap. I have just marked the opening gap here. This is the upper quadrant, 50%, lower quadrant. Right now you can see this is that opening gap. This is the high of the today's open. Yesterday's close is here. So you can see. So yesterday's close is here. Open is here. This is the opening gap. Right now this market is working with the 50% of this opening gap. I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell. I'm more interested to look for buying opportunity. After reaching over here, market open here, keep falling, came here. Right now it is just consolidating around here. So far there is no trade. At least I didn't see any trade yet. We'll wait a bit more to see if there is any beautiful trading opportunity or not. Okay. At the same time, this is the 15-minute bullish fair value gap over here. So market came here to the 50-minute bullish fair value gap. If you mark the fair value, bullish fair value gap, low to high, you will be able to see that it has perfectly traded the 50%. That means here this is the 50% of that 50-minute bullish fair value gap. It has also traded the 50-minute bullish fair value gap. Would love to see if it can keep going higher. I have the buy side liquidity here, which is my main interest to see if it can clear that buy side liquidity. That is my interest to see. At the same time, I will be just a bit careful about here because market is sideways. Hello Tito, I was doing a mistake. I think I was trading with my practice account, but it was the my real is sync with I will my account. I lost 1500. I wanna make minimum 600 to not lose all my account. Okay, that's cool. Go for it, brother. Thank you, Sophia, for that penguin. Mick, what you want me to do, brother? I mean, I understand your situation, but what you ask me to do, brother? Can you please clear that for me? Today we don't have any news, brother, unfortunately. then I won't be able to help you, brother. Nick, I am not able to help you in that type of situation. I'm so sorry, brother, for to say that. Because it gives me a lot of pressure, brother. I can't take that pressure. I mean, I'm taking the responsibility of your money, even if when I do my own setup or own things, I feel pressure because I know that someone is copying my trade. There is no order block, Sharoda. I don't know what is going to copy my trade, but I feel like that way. It's kind of pressure, brother, unfortunately. Because if you take a loss, you'll blame me. If you take a win, then you will just appreciate me. And now I don't want to take that blame. Unfortunately, I'm not ready for that yet. Good morning, Danichu. I'm not an expert. I hope someone else can help you, Rajkumari Rai. If anyone can help Rajkumari Rai, please do that, guys. Whoever is from India, actually, basically. If anyone can help, please help him. Brother Tito, you are our daddy. Hey, Stephen, how are you, brother? I'm not your daddy, man. I'm not appreciating you. Don't worry. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Ahabab. I wish this market will go back again to this parallel gap. If it do that, I will be able to get a buy entry. Good, brother. Stephen, you are still trading? AFL trader, I accepted your request. I'm not blaming you either. Thank you, not for blaming me as well. My job is not to give you the signal. If I want to give you the signal, why I'll do it for free? Of course, I'm not going to do it for free, right? Because I'm going to take the responsibility, blame, appreciation, everything. So of course, I'll charge that for you. But I'm not interested to get or to give the. Okay, guys, just give me a bit time to focus over here because I'm interested to take an entry to my funded account. I need to focus on the chart. Okay, Stephen, let's see, brother. Okay, I'm just not reading any of your comment because I have to focus to the chart because I would love to take an entry to my funded account. So I was waiting 4 days, near about 3 days actually. Didn't push the button. Just one day push the button, took $2 loss, commission loss. I'm more interested to make some money from this market. So I have to focus on the chart, please. So sorry if you have any question, hold it. Maybe later we'll discuss about that. Man swept me out and going my to my way. I didn't see any word block over there, unfortunately, Marquis. Guys, my chat is not open, okay? On my phone, my trading platform is open, so I'm not able to see you any of your comment. If you have any question, please hold it. After my trade, I will read the comment again. I'm so sorry because I have to do my trading for today, okay? So just give me a bit moment. I have to take an entry. Whoever is going to join, just let them know, okay? If they are asking any question, just let them know. I'm not reading the chat right now. On my phone, my platform is open. Trading platform. Are you kidding me? Shit. Well, I missed this opportunity, so I'm not going to take it. It just missed me for how long? I think one or two ticks, something like that. It missed me. I was not able to take my entry from this gap. I had to take the entry at least by covering like here until there. Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't take me, so I'm not interested to take this trade anymore because this market actually went above this gap. It already went above this last parabolic gap. My intention was this last parabolic gap will hold the market, send it lower at least until this area, or even if it doesn't come here, at least until the 50% of this gap over here, which is the first present, sorry, not first present gap, it's the first parabolic gap. So I wanted to take my entry from the 50% of this gap, as I'm not able to put my stop loss a bit higher. So you can see here that is the 50%. It didn't come to the 50% of this gap, and this gap is now broken. It will work as a support. It will take some liquidity, then it can fall one more time below this low. So that was my plan, to take the buy from the 50% here to, and at least until 20 handle I would be able to get a partial over there. Just for a bit it missed me, so I'm not interested to take that entry. Okay, so I'll just let this go. It's my bad luck. If, for example, the volatility was not too much, then maybe I would be able to catch the run from the opening of this gap. Unfortunately, the volatility is a bit higher and it just missed me. This is luck. Okay, I will say just this is the luck. Now I can't take this entry anymore, as it has came to this area, which is the 50% area of this whole, both of these gaps. So on my right hand side you can see this is the new day opening gap, as well as this is the 50% of this new day opening gap. Here the logic was this today's new day opening gap, which is here. You can see this is the today's new day opening gap, when it actually respected this new day opening gap a bit and then went higher. I was more interested to take the buy at least until the high of this gap, this new day opening gap, inside this new day opening gap, more importantly until to the 50% of this area. As this market actually didn't take me, I'm not interested to chase it. I'll just let this go. Yeah. However, it is what it is. Let's see if it can provide me another opportunity. Guys, my on my phone the chatting is not on, so I'm not able to read any of your comment. If you are asking me anything or if you have any questions, just hold it. We'll see that later. Okay, right now I'll let this to fall a bit, then we'll try to find another opportunity. Like, look over here, market has cleared this low, order block has been traded here, as well as this is the breakaway gap, this gap. Okay, this candle low, that candle high, this is the breakaway gap. That means market left that gap open over here. This is the sign of the bullishness. Market is going higher. The sign is left over here. Let me look market. Okay, this is the breakaway gap that market left here, to say that, brother, I'm extremely bullish. So you can think about a buy, as well as from this order block. Market tap to this order block. I was not so much confident to take that entry from this order block. First of all, this was not perfectly order block, as I can use this order block depending on the or to say, I mean, kind of the 50% of the opening gap depending on that, but I was not so much confident about that, to be honest. Okay, but as a hindsight, I have seen this breakaway gap over there. As a hindsight, again, I didn't know this order block is going to hold the market so beautifully. I didn't know that perfectly. It respected this order block as well as the 50% of this opening gap, left unfilled gap. This is the unfilled gap. If you remember, I have talked about the gap that is going to create above the unfilled gap. It is called the institutional order flow entry drill. That means market will tap this gap and it will keep going higher. I wanted to see it will come until the 50% of this gap. That was my fault. Okay, as well as I wanted to see that the reaction from this last parabolic gap will send the market until the 50% of this gap. And as I have a lot of resistance over there, see this, all of this resistance, this new day opening gap, this constant cross made, this midnight open, all of this resistance, I would be able to catch at least some 20 handle partial, then would be able to put my stop loss to the break even to see if it can keep going higher for that buy side liquidity. If it do that, perfect. If it doesn't do that, after taking the partial, I'll just close my trade to the break even. And I was ready to take that profit, actually 3 micro contract partial, and then 2 micro contract I'll let them go to until the 50% of this area. But as it didn't do that, I would love to wait for next opportunity. Now if it come here, I'm not interested to take the entry right now. The reason is market is rejecting from the new day opening gap, which is inside the new day opening gap. If you have any confusion why I was framing that trade from there, that was the logic to framing that trade over there. Just one thing, I was not confident to use this order block as it is inside the gap. This is the whole gap over here, and this order block is inside this gap, inside this bullish parabolic from 15-minute chart. If this order block high was above the bullish parabolic of this 15-minute gap, I could go for the trade from this order block. There is not even a single order block is valid. I can, as an hindsight again, that candle has traded this 50% of the opening gap. As a hindsight, I can see this is order block has been traded, unfilled gap, institutional order flow entry drill until to the high of this new day opening gap. Perfect. Oof, man, come on. I'm uh, kindly requesting all of you, please don't copy my trade. It's a request to all of you. Please don't copy my trade. না, সমস্যা নেই। ঘুমাচ্ছ? মাশাআল্লাহ। And if any of you are in this trade, please don't follow my trailing stop loss. It's a request to all of you. Even if you are in this trade, don't follow my trailing stop loss. Do the thing you are used to do. Okay, if you follow my trailing stop loss, you'll be regret. You please don't do that. Even if you are any of you are in this trade. আলো সূর্যের যায় না সূর্য কি অনেক বিরহে চাঁদ প্রভি হয় না এমনি চাই নিয়ে পৃথিবী ঘুরে বন্ধু রস আই হৃদয় জুড়ে কষ্ট বিরহ তোর জানে যা আমার কি তবু এমনি চাই নিয়ে পৃথিবী হৃদয় জুড়ে I need speed right now because the job is done, everything is done. If the speed is not here, I'll just simply close the trade. This is the new day opening gap. See this new day opening gap low here, that new day opening gap low. This is a what to see. This line is the new day opening gap low over here. I've just covered the mean threshold of that order block as well as this new opening gap low is my more interest to see if it can hold the market. I don't want to see it's going to be broken. So my stop loss is should be safe over here because we can did the damage. We can go a bit lower until the 50% of this order block. That's why my stop loss is a bit lower. For the first time, it will close above that high. I'll move my stop loss above this line. But if any of you are in this trade, make sure that your stop loss is here, okay, around here, which is not a huge loss, just 14 handle, something like that. I'll wait 3 more minutes to see some kind of run. If I don't get it, I'll just close this trade. Just within 3 minutes, if it doesn't give me the run and I'm still survived, I'll close wherever the market is. I like to take the entry and then this type of Mickey Mouse move. I don't like it. Got stopped out. Any of you are in this trade, your stop loss has to be here. Just here. 14 handle, it should be your risk. I got stopped out, but don't trail the stop loss with me because I would love to take re-entry with depending on the situation. But if you are in this trade, your stop loss has to be below this order block. Whoever is in this trade, your stop loss has to be below this order block. And if you don't get the speed by the next candle, I don't think so it's worthy to hold this trade anymore. I mean, if this candle doesn't give you the speed toward the buy side liquidity, I don't think so it's worthy to hold the trade. But of course, you can do whatever you want to do. Your stop loss has to be below, two tick below that line. If you took that entry depending on that order block. And if I were you, I would have whatever. বন্ধুরা হৃদয় শুধু চোখে ঝলকে অন্ত অন্ধ তোমার তারে যা 167.56. This is my re-entry. Will try to take the partial around 20 handle, as I have already taken the loss. Otherwise, if the first time I wouldn't get the stopped out here by trailing the stop loss, I would take the partial over here to that line. But as I got stopped out, that candle close went a bit lower, took the re-entry, stop loss below this same area, below this line. Will try to take the partial here and close my trade to this line. Okay. As I got stopped out for the first time, that's why I'm trying to take my partial around 20 handle. Otherwise, the first time I would take my partial here to this line. So that could be the partial from that trade. As I have a 10 handle loss, so I'll try to take the partial around 20 handle, 3 micro contract, and I'll hold my trade until this midnight open. Whoever in this trade, your stop loss has to be here. That should be your stop loss. Partial has to be here. That should be your partial. You have to take the partial over there, and then you can hold your trade as long as you want. But this partial around 20 handle, it is obvious wherever you want to hold the trade, I don't have any problem, but your partial has to be to this area, which is 20 handle, and then you can hold your trade as long as you want. Okay. 26159. 150 50 159.50 159.50. That should be your partial. Whoever took that entry from this order block. I don't know any of you have taken that entry from this order block or not. That should be your partial over here by putting your stop loss below this order block. Never ever, please, it's a request, don't follow my trailing stop loss, because if I get stopped out, I depend on the market, then I try to take re-entry on that market by minimizing my loss. Like here, you remember it was just 13 handle 3 tick, then I moved it for 10 handle by depending on that new opening gap as well as the mean threshold of that order block. It was just overzealous, stopped me out here by that specific candle. I took re-entry when this candle closed, started to fall. I pushed the button, but because of the volatility, it took me over here 165.50 over there. And this time I will try to take my partial around 20 handle, as I have already a 10 handle loss over there. So I'll take my partial here and then hold my trade until this midnight open. Just after this trade, I will open the chat, guys. So if you have any question, we'll talk about that after a bit. Okay, just give me a bit more time to see if at least I need to get the partial so that I can put my stop loss to the break even, then I can come back to my chat. I'm so sorry guys, because I had to trade today and this is what it is. I don't think so you have already got 20 handle. Yeah, you also didn't get the 20 handle just for one tick. I hope that you will get your 20 handle if any of you are in this trade from this order block. But if I were in this trade, I would close my trade, I mean sorry, take my partial around here to this rejection block. You don't need to do that, just simply hold it until 20 handle and then see if you get the 20 handle partial, put your stop loss to the break even, hold your trade as long as you want. I don't have any problem with that. That should be your partial. Okay, I don't know if any of you are in this trade or not, but if you are in this trade, order block trade, your stop loss has to be below this low. That should be your partial. There is no compromising. Okay, no compromise, just took your partial over there, then put your stop loss to the break even, hold your trade as long as you want. I don't have any problem. I'll just put my stop loss one tick below. Just let me move it. Fine, that's cool. This is the 4-hour bearish fair value gap. This is the high of the 4-hour bearish fair value gap. This is the high of the 4-hour bearish fair value gap. This is the low of the bearish fair value gap, 4-hour bearish fair value gap. Okay, so right now this market tapped to this bearish fair value gap, but as I can see, it's an obvious liquidity. This high has cleared that high as an shallow run. I prefer this market will go higher again and clear those relatively equal highs. At the same time, I'll get my partial. I'm hoping for that. Okay. The next candle will tap to this gap. I'll put my stop loss to the break even. If it give me that opportunity for stopping me out. If any of the candle come here, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. So I will hold it here and then I'll put it to the break even. 25 159.25 159.5. Okay, I got a stopped out. So I got 16 handle loss. Unfortunately, it didn't work like that way. I wish I will get a better opportunity later. In this area, I know that I have to take a partial as long as I have the opportunity. The theme is I have already missed this opportunity to take the entry from here, which is the best, I mean, sorry, the my worst decision. Once I thought to think about a buy here, but unfortunately this market never make a fair value gap, so I was not able to take the buy over here. Around here, when this market is trading this new day opening gap as well as this bearish fair value gap from 4-hour chart, the only bearish fair value gap, this whole market is this bearish gap is holding the market, the whole market. You can see it from 4-hour chart. This is that bearish gap, okay. So these two line you are seeing on 1 minute chart. So right now it is actually respecting these lines. Nobody is able to break it, unfortunately. I have to keep thinking about the buying opportunity around this area, but as it is 16 handle loss for, I mean, near about $160 loss, even though it's not a huge loss, I can think about one more trade as it is just 16 handle 3 tick, I guess, with the commission. We'll see if it can provide me anything, but this time it's gonna be like pyramiding trade. But not now, of course, not now because it's gonna be the lunch hour right now. Unfortunately, I'm not interested to trade the lunch hour. We'll try to trade the PM session. By the way, guys, that was the trade for today. I have only framed one trade for you guys, not for me. It's for you guys. The word block trade from here gave you 20 handle partial perfectly and maybe got you stopped out to the break even. Let me open the chat to see how many of you actually took that trade. However, just let me go the chat. Just give me a moment, okay? Yeah. Any of you took that word block trade? It was a perfect trade, okay? From the order block to until 20 handle partial or maybe until this low, wherever you think, but think like 20 handle. That was the partial, stopped out to the break even. That should be the trade. Now forget about me. I'm shit. However, who took that trade? That order block trade. Prince, you took. No, I have not. What it is, how can I purchase? Any of you took that order block trade? Except Prince. You took the trade, booked the partial. I took the trade, but I was not able to book the partial, unfortunately. Uh, but you guys should do that. If any of you took that trade from that order block, you should at least book the 20 handle partial. This is not a good scenario to trade or the good place to trade. The reason is market is inside the new day opening gap. While this market is inside the new day opening gap, a lot of things can happen. Of course, you have to understand that. This is what it is, however. Ahbab, you took, got my full target profit. Congratulations, brother. I took stop losses below order block and booked. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. So I can see that one, two, three people took that trade. Congratulations, all of you. Yes, you too. Congratulations, brother. 4 people, congratulations. There was no order block. There was no order block. There was no order block. I don't know how many times I have to repeat these things. There is no order block. Nothing. I told that it's an order block as an hindsight. I can't say that it's an order block and I can take the entry from this order block. That is why I didn't frame the order block trade over here. I was not able to frame that order block from there. Instead of that, if you take the inversion gap, this is the best inversion gap in my opinion. But of course, I'm not an expert of inversion, so I didn't, of course, do that inversion gap trade as well. My interest was that it will make some liquidity here, it will fall again, come to this last fair value gap or as well as this inverse gap one more time, then I will frame a buy for this liquidity. It didn't do that, keep going higher, come until this area. When it came here around this area, reacting from this gap, I wanted to see the entry from this gap, which you can still see that market was holding. Okay, so send the market here to until this area, which is the bearish parallel gap. So my main intention to take the entry was from the constant crossment of this gap to until the buy side liquidity or whatever it is, 20 partial, whatever it is. It didn't do that, then finally come back again to the top of this new opening gap, as well as the new opening gap low, new opening gap here. See, this candle has traded today's new opening gap on my right hand side, today's new opening gap, as well as like few days ago's new opening gap low. That was one of the best order block. Hold the market, come back again, trade the mean threshold of this order block, send the market higher, tap to the 4 hour bearish gap, perfectly came here, now rejected from there, as it is going to be the lunch hour. I think it will just stay here somewhere, and then around the PM session it will be again started to trade. However, this is how this market worked around this area. If you ask me around the 9:30, where the market opened around 9:30, I'm not able to take not even a single trade over here, not even a single trade, because this market open started to fall, started to fall, started to fall. It is falling, so I'm not interested to catch the falling knife. Instead of that, I'm more interested to look for the buy. Here there is no 22 YT model, there's no order block, there is no breaker block. There could be the inverse gap. This one, of course, it could be the inverse gap depending on the 15-minute chart as well as the 1-minute chart, liquidity taken, all of these things. I'm not an inversion fair value gap expert, okay, again. So I needed some setup around this area. I didn't find the setup. Finally I found it. It didn't take me. Then I got the order block. That order block worked so perfectly, but before that it just stopped me out before that. So overall 16 handle for 5 micro contract is near about $160 for maximum $2,000 stop loss, because in take profit trader, it allows you like $2,000 maximum stop loss. However, that $1,600 $160 loss, I hope that around the PM session or maybe around the PM session I'll be able to mitigate. We'll share it with you guys, but right now it's the lunch hour, not interested to trade in this lunch hour. However, this was the trade. I'd love to come yesterday's PM session a bit if you guys were with me. I don't remember if any of you were with me or not. There was the buy side liquidity here, there was the buy side liquidity there, and there is the buy side liquidity here. Okay, so all of these three buy side liquidity, one, two, and this one I just removed from my chart, so three buy side liquidity. This one is still intact, that is going to be taken in very near future, I believe so. Below this buy side liquidity, that was the clean buy side liquidity from yesterday, and I had some buy side liquidity here. We had a news around 4:30, earning news. Before I close the trade, sorry, chart, if you guys remember from yesterday's PM session, that was one of the best breaker block, as well as the best 22 IT model market structure shift after clearing the liquidity, traded the daily bullish fair value gap. This is the daily bullish fair value gap. This is the low of the the low just below that low. That was the top of the daily bullish fair value gap. I told that I don't like to see the rejection from the top. I need a bit more downfall. It is also for our last fair value gap, on our fair value gap, as well as the 50-minute fair value gap. All of these things I have over here. Market has cleared, gave you the market structure shift, waited until the 4:30, and around 4:30 sent the market lower to this breaker block, the breaker block, as well as the entry fair value gap. This all has been marked here when I closed my chart around this area. I closed my chart around 4:05, I guess 4:05, and it was all marked over here. Around 4:30, I was not here in front of the chart. Tap there, go higher, cleared all of the buy side liquidity. So this was the expectation was from my uh, trading, but as there was the earning news, this whole market waited for the earning news, and around the earning news 4:30 sent the market lower until this area, and then go back again for the buy side liquidity. Finally came to this 4 hour bearish gap, and then keep consolidating, keep consolidating, keep consolidating, keep consolidating. All the area just keep consolidating. Today's market open, fall, come back again to this bullish parabolic gap from 15-minute chart, 15-minute bullish parabolic gap, as well as opening gap 50%, 15-minute bullish parabolic gap constant crossment came here, sent the market higher. It will keep going higher for this buy side liquidity, and finally for that buy side liquidity. In between this market will be a bit difficult to trade. I'll try to trade around the lunch hour as well today, because I don't want to miss this trade, for example, I mean for sure. But for you guys, please don't break any rules, because you won't be able to trail the stop loss. I know that you will say that, brother, trailing stop loss is not good. You got stopped out, we got the boom. A lot of times you'll see that my trailing stop loss saved me a lot of loss. So I always care about my loss, I don't care about my profit. So if I take a loss of 10 handle instead of taking 20 handle partial or 13 handle partial, or for 14 handle loss, I'm happy because I covered 3 handle loss. I have covered. I love to work with the price action. Sometimes do the shit, I got stood out. I'm okay, absolutely okay with that. However, this is all about the market today. If you guys stop here, want to stop here, you can stop here, because I really would love to take another entry, but I'm not going to show that to you, or I'm not going to explain anything over here. So if you would love to stay, you can stay. I promise I'm not going to explain anything. I'll just do my own job over here. Happy Halloween, Sophia. Oh, sorry guys. If any of you would love to stay, you can stay, okay? But I promise you, brother, I'm not going to explain anything. I'll just take my trade. That's all. No explanation, nothing. Today is the Halloween, right, guys? One hour look bearish. Let me check, brother. How can I say that 1 hour look bearish, brother? I mean, this is the 1 hour chart. It's a, I mean, how can it be bearish? This is a bullish candle. Make the displacement. Market is now trading the displacement over here. You have the buy side liquidity around this area, a beautiful buy side liquidity around this area. So, how does it look like bearish to you? If you talk about the 4 hour chart, yeah, 4 hour chart looks like bearish. But 1 hour chart, how? I don't have the Halloween in my country. Sophia, you have Halloween in your country. Where are you from, Sophia? Happy Halloween to everyone. Okay, in USA there is Halloween. I'm pretty much confident about that. What happened to 1 hour chart, guys? Happened to 1 hour chart. Come on, man. Look, in 1 hour chart, this market fall, right? It has fallen so beautifully until here. This is the daily bullish fair value gap, then rejected from there, made a bullish fair value gap over here, a beautiful bullish fair value gap. Right now, this market is trading this bullish fair value gap. It left the buy side liquidity here. These size are the buy side liquidity around here. I would love to see this will go for the buy side liquidity until this gap is not going to be broken. If it would love to keep falling, I will have nothing to do around here until it is not going to close at least below this 50-minute bearish, sorry, bullish fair value gap. I don't have any intention to look for any kind of selling opportunity right now. All I'm seeing that this new day opening gap over here, see this new day opening gap is holding this market, sending it lower to finish some unfinished business. I believe this order block will hold the market, send it higher again. As well as it came one more time to the 50% of this 50-minute bullish fair value gap. I prefer to think about a buying opportunity. If it keep falling, I'll let him fall. I have no problem with that. I can't take the sell. I'm not interested to take the sell as this market is trading the bullish PDRA. So of course, I'm not interested to take any kind of sell around this area. This absolutely, like in my opinion, kind of how to say this. I mean, I don't know how to say this. I'm not interested to take any kind of sell. It will keep falling. I will look for those opportunities to take the buy. The more it will fall, the more opportunities for me to take the buy. If you look for the sell, please go for that. I'm not interested to take the sell as this is not a bearish market. Now this was unexpected because I'm not able to take any kind of entry in this volatility. This is weird. Okay, this is absolutely weird. I mean, the way it is going higher with the volatility, this is really weird. I wanted to see it will come here, it will make a 22 YT model around here, as well as there could be a breaker block, as well as there could be some kind of inverse gap or the order block, anything that will help me to take the buy. But the way it is reacting, I don't know why. Maybe something Trump is tweeting or something, I don't know. But I'm not interested to touch this market here. I don't want to take the sell. Whoever is looking for this selling opportunity, they are the chaser. They would love to chase the market. I promise you, brother, they will keep losing. They will keep losing because this is not a bearish market. They don't have any idea how far this market will fall. They're just lucky here because they took the sell and this market fall until that area. They're just simply lucky over here. This is a clear bullish market. There is no confusion about that. The reaction from that 4 hour bearish gap as well as from the new day opening gap sent the market lower. How far? Maximum until the order block mean threshold. Now after reaching to this mean threshold, I can think about the buy, but the way it is doing, I'm not interested to take the buy. Okay, even not from this inverse gap. For example, if it was a smaller gap, then I could take a buy over here. Just look over there. From there, stop loss going to be now below this low. According to the logic, it should be below this low. But for the sake of this conversion, just cover that fair value gap, that bullish fair value gap. See this bullish fair value gap, so just cover that bullish fair value gap. Hold the trade for this buy side liquidity, something like that. I'm not interested to take it because it is highly volatile. So first of all, this is how I wanted to think about a buying opportunity. As it didn't do that, something happened here. Maybe Trump tweet or something like that. Maybe most probably it was Trump who was tweeting over there. Most probably it just destroy all of my plan to think about the buy. Just destroyed the plan. Okay, I'll start to look for buying opportunity again. If it provide me that, I'll go for that again. Trump again. Okay, I think Trump is talking. Okay, something like that. Maybe I'm not sure, brother. Anybody can check that. Is Trump talking or not? Something like that. Breaker bullish. I don't have the breaker to be honest, brother. Still now I don't have. Let's see if this candle can go below that low one more time. Just below that low one more time, and then go above. I will think about a breaker block. But until now, the breaker block is here. Okay, it's too far actually. So let's see if it can make a breaker block around this area. If it can do that, we'll just see that. It is not lucky wants to deliver for me. Okay, brother, congratulations. You got your boom. Congratulations. I'm talking to the people who are interested to learn from here. You already know that how to trade, so I'm not telling this to you because you know how to trade. If you know how to trade, of course, I appreciate that, brother. Mahadi, can you tell why are you looking for trade after 11:30? I would love to trade, but I will never explain why I'm pushing the button. I need to take and trade. Okay, around the PM session, I will not be here. Have to take and trade. That's why I'm waiting to find something good in lunch hour. Depending on the lunch session, you know the lunch session how to trade. You have to look for the most obvious swing low in between 10 to 11, 10 to 11:30. So from 10, which is here, to 11:30, if you look for a buy around the lunch hour, first you have to wait for most obvious swing low to be taken, and then to the opposite side. Now I have these lows over there which has already been taken. So I can think about a buy now. If this market is overzealous, would love to take that low which is created around 10:22. I'm still okay with that to take the buy depending on the lunch session. Lunch hour explanation to ICT himself. That's all, brother. And if it doesn't provide me any opportunity, I'll not take that trade. Simple. Lunch hour is not for trading. So if I want to trade, I need something very clean. If I don't get something very clean, I'll not take any trade. It's not something like I have to take and trade. So you see, it has cleared that low, which is the most obvious swing low. Okay, in between 10 to 11:30, the best. If you are looking for buy, you will look for the most obvious swing low in between 10 to 11:30. That's the first rule you have to look for. After clearing that, I was thinking about these lows. Market has more interested to take these lows or that low. Okay, happy. Now it will provide me the buying opportunity. I'm going to take the buy. Simple. Hmm. Let's see if I can use the two fair value gap concepts here. Those people who took the sell got the boom like Ciso. I really appreciate it, brother, because you know how to trade. I'm not saying anyone here who knows how to trade, okay? We are talking here who are interested to learn. I'm not talking those people who are already experienced, like Slate. When Slate come here and he told me that I took that buy, took that sell, I don't say him anything, nothing, because he knows how to trade. He is trading for 15 years now. So he's not here to share their, like to learn something from here. Okay, they know how to trade. So if I say something, that is for them who interested to learn. But if you know how to trade, then of course I'm not saying this to you. Okay, so if I say you are lucky, means you are trying to learn this. I'm talking to you. But you know how to trade. That means I'm not saying that you are lucky. You are a trader. You know how to trade. Simple. I appreciate that. Who knows how to trade? Slate means the Phoenix Trading. You remember that guy? This is my entry actually. And this is the first partial area. I just push the button here to show you the entry where it is actually. So stop loss is here, and this is the first partial for my entry here. This is the first partial. My entry is exactly here, but here when I push the button it shows me here. Okay, but my account, the entry is exactly over there. I have to see if it works. Okay. I've already got a stopped out here again. 19 handle 25. When I have seen that this inverse gap 50% was rejecting and this gap was not like holding it, the logic is after clearing this low, when it has been cleared over here, it should start to go higher. It was helping me to understand the buying opportunity as it was respecting. That is why I framed that buy. Stop loss has covered that opening, sorry, that rejection block. Just think like that way. Three micro contract got stopped out. Bad luck for me. I think I am asked to take an entry, and that's why this market is doing this shit too. The more loss I will take, the less contract I will take. I mean, I will add. It's in my head again, still it's in my head that if it can close above this gap again, I'll try to take a re-entry over here again. The same logic is here. The low has been cleared in between 10 to 11:30. One time has been cleared, one more time it has been cleared. Perfect. I'll go for the trade again if it keep going higher, by not keep falling. Okay, just if it keep falling, otherwise that I'll keep looking for a buying opportunity above this gap until it is just clearing. It is clear that it has clearing the low of that 10 to 11:30. So until it is clear that it is just clearing the low, I'm good to go for the trade. This line is the lower quadrant of the opening gap. If it tap here, that is the really, that is so beautiful. My maximum loss in a day is $400. So far I have taken, how much is the loss? 276. My losses so far is $276. Still I have a huge opportunity to go for the trade. Just let me place the order. It close above this gap, then come back to that line minus, 25 lower cordon line, then we'll go for this trade again. First it has to close above this gap, then let me place this. Yeah. First if it close above this, come back again, we'll take that trade. Same logic I used here, going to use the same logic around this area. This is the lower quadrant of the hourly bullish fair value gap. This line is the lower quadrant of the hourly bullish fair value gap. We'll have to see. If the hourly candle close below this line, of course I'm not interested to look for any kind of buy anymore. When the lower quadrant is gone, I'm gone for thinking about the buy. I'm not in this trade yet. First body has to close above this line, this gap, then we'll try to take that trade. In the meantime, if this gap is fully filled, then we'll not take this trade. It's not valid because the logic was this gap has to be unfilled. That will show me the bullishness. It didn't show me that. I'm not interested to take this trade. Mhm. 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 So I will just push the button here a bit late because I was pushing the button from my account. Okay. By the way, this is the last trade. 3 micro contract entry. Losses a bit bigger here, like 18 handle. So another uh bit, I mean, another risk, last opportunity. If it doesn't work, we'll not trade this market, at least not now. And the PM session won't be here, so we'll try to trade around tomorrow, around the next Monday. If it doesn't work, if it started to work, I'll try to pyramid the entry. Like I will go maximum 7 micro contract until that area. Mhm. Stop loss is just to take below the order block. So if it stop me out over there, I'm done. I didn't get stopped out here. No. Yeah, brother. I've just gone. Uh, a bit loss. Overall $372 loss in this session, but it is still acceptable. No, not 76 actually. 82, $382 loss. Around the PM session, we'll think about the buy again. Not interested to think about the sell, to be honest. But the way this market started fall so dramatic. I won't be here around the PM session. Wait to see how far it can fall. Why it is falling like that way. When do you want it to reverse again? Hmm. Let's go to the chat. Hey Marquis, propulsion block 15 26057 bearish. Propulsion block 15 265 057 26057 057. Okay, I think you are talking about this one. Propulsion block from 15-minute chart, bearish. Weekly candle, weak will form sell it. Weekly candle from no week will sell it. Can be possible, brother. Nothing is wrong. It can keep falling and come to this new week opening gap. Of course, it is possible. I'm not interested to see that. It is falling. Let it fall inside the lunch hour. According to ICT himself, okay, just let me clear my point. As I'm interested to trade this lunch hour, ICT told that if you would love to trade the lunch hour, then you will go from 10 to 11:30. Go to the 1 minute. 10 to 11:30. So you can see this is the 10 to 11:30. These two lows were the these two low and these two low were the most obvious low. There was no other low. So these two lows are the obvious low. Market first cleared this low and then tried to go higher, but there was no opportunity. Then fall again, cleared that lows, then went tried to go higher again, didn't go higher, used this gap, keep falling. Maybe now here wherever it is, all is this price action is in between 11:30 to 12:50. I never ask any of you to trade the 11:30 to 12:50. I wanted to trade this depending on that logic according to ICT. So I think so. I'm trading through the ICT concept, so I should believe in him. And I have done a lot of times this type of tradings when market creates some kind of obvious thing in between 11:30 to 10 to 11:30. The low, obvious low has been cleared, and then this market started to reverse. I've seen a lot of times. Today it didn't work, and I am trading inside the lunch hour. I clearly told that please don't copy my trade. It's my trading, absolutely my trading. So I'm not asking any of you to trade this morning session. I framed one trade in this morning session, that is a boom, 20 handle boom. You got the boom just for one setup I marked, that is a boom trade. I'm doing my trade in lunch hour depending on my knowledge according to ICT. If it doesn't work, I'm very happy with that. I'm taking 3 micro contract entry where I'm going to get, like, if I lose maximum I'll lose $120. Maximum 20 loss, so I will lose maximum $120. So I tried twice, didn't work, got some loss over there, and I'm going to stop over here, not going to trade. Okay, so that is why I was thinking about the buy in this lunch hour, because of the low has been cleared, and my thinking was it will go higher. However, I think it's clear, brother. Marquis bullish order block, 1 hour. 1 hour bullish order block. Let me check. Yes, sir. This is the area, order block top as well as the fair value gap low, all of them. Okay, this is also the beautiful order block to me, in my opinion. not bad order block, so I was interested to catch a reaction from that line. When I have seen from 1 minute chart, when it came here, closed above this candle, wanted to use the propulsion block to take my entry by putting my stop loss below here. It fall a bit lower. As I have already taken some losses, I'm not going to take any other entries. Okay, that's all. I'm just going to stop because it's almost 300 $400 loss, so my maximum loss is $400. I can get, I can eat more than my maximum $400 in a day. I'm just not, I'll be not here in this PM session. That's why I tried this lunch hour according to ICT knowledge. Okay, not my knowledge, ICT's knowledge. However, this was lunch hour, and however the lunch hour, all the price action doesn't actually work the way we believe it should work. It doesn't work like that way. The PM session, if I'm here, most probably I'm not going to be here in PM session. This is a bullish market, it's not a bearish market. It is the lunch hour price action. Don't give a shit to this lunch hour price action. Still I am bullish. I'm not interested to look for any kind of sell after 1240, sorry, 1250. I'll keep thinking about the buying opportunity again. You can wait for the perfect setup and then you can take the buy, or if you want to take the sell, you can take the sell. Lunch hour this market fall, that doesn't mean this is a bearish market. However, I'm more interested to think this market will go higher, so I would love to take the buy. And until that, until it will keep falling, I'll let them fall. Maybe I will not take the sell. If I am here not going to take the sell, I'm more interested to see the buy. That's all. Lunch hour price action, don't look at the price action inside the lunch hour. Even don't try to trade inside the lunch hour. Never ever do that. Every day I told you guys. Okay, so it's up to you, you wanna trade or not, but don't try to trade in the lunch hour. Instead of that, try to trade the PM session. It's still a bullish market to me. Okay, I'm not interested to look for any kind of selling market. So yeah, that's all guys. Just if you think this is a bearish market, please go for the sell. I don't have any problem, but to me it's still a bullish market. Come on, come on. It's telling me to go for the buy again. It why forcing longs, man? Did you take any longs, Sizo? I don't think so. You have taken any long. Okay, and this is, if you think this is a bad price action reading, you are welcome to leave, brother. I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate. I never tell anyone to copy my trade inside, at least inside this lunch hour. I just simply told I'm going to trade by myself. It is my trade. Don't trade inside the lunch hour. You want to trade lunch hour, it's your responsibility. Bad price action or good price action, I don't give a shit. This is the lunch hour. You should not trade this market. Now, if you are here to judge, I request you just leave here because I'm not good, okay? To be honest, I'm not good. So it's up to you, brother. If you think this bad price action, just leave. Go somewhere else where you will see the good price action. I think it's the best decision. It will be the best decision, right? However, market just got in buy, brother. I was afraid to take another trade because you'll see already CISO started to say this is bad price action. They just come and they started to judge. That's the problem, okay? To do own trading in front of you guys. That's why I stopped to show you the my trade or everything. And maybe later I will just stop talking to you guys like about my own trading. That's the problem to work with the people, where most of the people are here to judge. It's Friday month end. This is going to be fall big time. Okay, Dolphus. If it is going to happen like that way, try to take the sell, brother. Just got in by 1214 market structure shift. 1214 market structure shift. Okay, that is a very nice, beautiful market structure shift. But how? Uh, you are going to mark that market structure shift. I'm bit confused. Okay, Caesar, I'm sorry, Marquis, I'm bit confused about that. However, if it is a market structure shift, good. I still holding long. Congratulations. I hope that you will get some boom, brother. It's still a bullish market. Okay, please think like that logically. Don't think like irrationally. Don't do that. Think like a logic. If you look at this market from the beginning, okay. Now, if I say like this way, people will start to say that, okay, brother, he is now going against us. No, I'm not doing that. I'm here to explain my understanding about this market. I don't give a shit about anyone else's opinion. I will do my own things. This market come here, open there, started to go higher. So first 2 days there was no manipulation. My bias is bullish until this line. It is a bullish market. It's not a bearish market until at least this line. And if it can break this line, then we'll go look for the minus 2.5 standard deviation. That's two line is going to be my bullishness. If I come to the daily chart, 1 and 2, these 2 days are extremely bullish. This market open, they started to go higher, open a bit low, and they started to go higher. If I go to the 15-minute chart, it will be much more easier to see. This is all I'm talking about here. Open, go higher, open, go higher. These two buy I was not able to catch, none of these buy, because there was no manipulation. Then this was the FOMC day. If you guys remember, this was the FOMC day. So when the FOMC has been done here and market came here, didn't tap here, I clearly told that look for the sell until this bullish parallel gap from the daily chart, until that bullish parallel gap, that is yesterday's price action. So I told that until this market is below this gap, there was two gap all marked from my 15-minute chart. Until it is below this gap, look for the sell. So until to the bullish parabolic gap from the daily chart. It came here to this bullish parabolic gap, tap to the top. I told that I'm not convinced. The way it has been rejected here, I'm not convinced, because this doesn't happen. Okay, it happened, but very rare. Market consolidate. We have framed how many trades yesterday, so beautifully, right? Then this market fall again, took that low over here, gave me the reaction from there. Now if I mark these gaps into the quadrant levels, sorry, not here, from there. Okay, I'll just go to the daily chart and we'll mark the gap, which is from here to the low. Okay, so from there to the low, not with the volume imbalance, just this candle top, that candle bottom. Go to the 15-minute chart one more time, and how can I do that? Now here you can see that it came to the top of this what to say, I mean the standard deviation, the upper quadrant, rejected from there. Yesterday's earning news, market was waiting for the earning news, trade higher, made relatively equal highs, stayed the last fair cap, rejected from the last fair cap, come back again. This is the 50-minute last fair cap. Now this fall until here is really a big fall. To be honest, I didn't expect this type of fall over here. I don't see any logic to send this market much more lower. I don't see any logic. It can do to the next week, but today, where this is the last day of the month as well as the last day of the week, it is the Friday, left that sell side, I mean sorry, resistance zone over there, and it will keep falling. What do you think? How many people will be seated over there? A lot of people will keep selling, because it's a beautiful, most beautiful resistance zone. They will keep selling. When they will keep selling, this market should go higher. It should not take that low, because everyone is thinking this is a bearish market. It should not go low. So of course it can go lower. If it do that, I think I will be wrong. But for me, this is a bullish market. I will keep trying here to take the buy. First buy I took from here. If you remember, from that inverse gap, I clearly told that I'm really weak at the inverse gap. To be honest, I'm really weak to the inverse gap. A lot of weakness works for me for the inverse gap. However, if I don't take that trade inside the lunch hour, I will wait for the PM session. I will show you the bullish setup around the PM session. That is the most beautiful setup. That will be the most beautiful setup. I don't see any logic here to think about that fall. I believe here Trump did something. That's my belief. I'm not going to give you any excuse. Around here, Trump did something. This fall is because of Trump. Trump did some kind of tweet or something. I have already saw that some of you told that maybe Trump tweet or something like that. I'm just not sure about that. I will let it later. I will know that when I will go to my X. Because of Trump tweet, this fall happened. Otherwise, it has no way or it has no reason to fall until that area. By using the Trump tweet or anything happened over there, this market fall until that area. This is still a bullish market to me. Why I will think about the bearishness? I should not think about the bearishness. However, it can be the bearishness, and of course, you guys think this is a bearish market, take the bear. Sell. I appreciate that. But you see, this is the difficulties. I mean, it is the most difficult things when you will get a bit friendly with your viewers or subscribers or whatever it is. They will just start to show their guts. Okay, I don't like that shit. How many times I told that, brother, please don't stop judging me. You are not here to judge me. I'm clearly told that, brother, this is my trading. I am going to trade here. It's not a trading area. 11:30 to 12:50, it's not a trading area. Don't trade. I framed one setup today, right? Just one setup. Just one setup from this order block. Did it give you the partial 20 handle partial? Did you get that? Just one setup I framed. Did you get that or not? Okay, you got it. Perfect. This was yesterday's price action, right? Remember yesterday's price action? First sell from that order block got stopped out because of the volatility. I was not able to put my stop loss above that order block. Did the order block hold the market and send the market so beautifully? 100% it has done. However, took a loss around 20 handle, then got 51 handle profit. Was that enough? 51 handle profit after 20 handle loss. Here, tried to take that buy, didn't work. Tried to take that sell, didn't work. Framed another trade. Okay, remember what was that? At the last moment, actually, I took that here from the order block. Another 51 handle. Remember 51 handle. Oh, sorry, it was not 51 handle. It was I just closed my trade below this 31 handle. Just close it below this, but this market actually fall more than 100 handle. From there to there, it was near about 100 handle. Another 100 handle run. Then around the PM session, when we came here, there was another setup from that area. I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think it was here from that order block. Another run of 53 handle. And this is the problem with the guys. When they come, they just come and started to talk about shit that I have no idea why they do that. But because of their comment, those people who are interested to learn, they got confused because I am talking about the buy and this market is falling. Some other guys is saying that okay, this is a bad price action. You are why you are forcing the market. This is how okay. When they started to say like that way, if you are new, you will think that absolutely he's doing the shit, but they don't give a shit about the logic. They're framing the trade over here inside the lunch hour where I clearly told that thousands of the time no trade is valid in between 11:30 to 12:50. I will go outside. I had to take some trade today in my funded account. I didn't do anything over here is yesterday, the day before yesterday, on Tuesday. I trade on Monday, took some losses and finally closed my day with $4 profit. One Wednesday I tried one trade, didn't take the partial around 20 handle, got stopped out to the break even. With the commission it was like $2 loss. So overall this week my loss profit was $2 profit, only $2. Today I wanted to trade. I was mentally prepared to take the trade. I was late in the morning session and then found the order block entry over here. Trailed stop loss, got stopped out. Okay, two times stopped out. First took 5 micro contract entry, then took 3 micro contract entry, 3 micro contract entry, 3 micro contract entry. Took all of these trades. Okay. If it doesn't work, I'm happy because I know that what I'm doing here in the lunch hour. If I come to the PM session, I'll get my profit. But I really appreciate those people who really would love to watch the live. If you want to learn, then come here. Otherwise, don't come here to judge me. It's a request. Trump, I will not start recognitions with Canada 1148 October 3. 1148. Yeah, that's the area. Trump tweets. This all fall because of the Trump. Thank you so much, brother, for confirming that. I didn't know that. Chan, I would love to get rid of the extra 1146. 1146. Yeah, that's the area where Trump did some kind of tweet or something. Market fall. It's not the price actually, it's the Trump. Trump was moving the market over there. Let's say, for example, is not a lunch time. I set up long because I leave it. You don't need to explain anyone. Just to do your things. Thank you, Ava. I'll do that. I'm not taking any stress, brother. I'm just fed up with the comment of Ciso actually because if you want to prove, if you want to judge anyone, okay, because previously when he was keep talking about shit, I just told him that, brother, you know how to trade, so I don't have any problem with you. Congratulations for yourself. I just clearly told that to Ciso. Then he come back again, he come back again, he come back again, and just doing all the shit over there. And finally, he started to say that this is the bad price action reading. Why you are forcing? He started to judge me. I don't like that shit. Don't I take that losing trade? Of course, I take the losing trade, and then I take the winning trade as well. I do that every single day. Losing trade is the part of this game. Nobody can avoid the losing trade. Everybody has to take the winning trade. Now, when I'm saying that I am in the lunch hour, I'm trading it for myself. If you want to love it, stay here, watch it. Otherwise, this is just for fun. I would love to do my own trading, my trading inside the lunch hour where you should not trade. I'm doing my trade because I won't be here around the PM session. So I prematurely I know that I'm going to take losing trade. It's the lunch hour. It's the bad price action. Then I don't accept any kind of judgment from you. None of you. I'm not going to accept it. Again, I'm not here like other YouTubers who will treat their viewers as the income. I don't treat it, I mean, nobody like that way, to be honest. Those people whose I know personally, like the names, Dolphus, I remember you, I think you were from Bangladesh and you stay in England, London. It's been a long time, I didn't see your name. I try to keep remember the names and the viewers. I respect all of them because I know that they are here. What will happen, for example, like Dolphus, just tell me if I'm wrong. You're from England, if I'm not wrong, and you're from Bangladesh. You speak very good English, by the way. I really feel jealous when I talked to you last time. Now you went from here. Okay, perfect. I appreciate it. When you don't like it, you love someone else. Go over there, Tania, Patrick, whatever, whoever is. Okay, maybe my friend Protodappath, maybe ICT himself. Go over there, no problem. Then after some days or few days, you'll come back and you will start to judge me. I'm not going to accept that, brother. I'm not going to accept that. That's my problem. I'm not getting stressed because I took my losses to my funded account. I don't give a shit about that. I know how to mitigate my loss. I know how to make the money. However, but I don't like your judgment. It's completely okay. Even Trump's tweets show that the gov is going to be one again. This shutdown could be dangerous for whole markets. Yes, brother, it can be anytime. That was my point, okay, brother. I didn't get stressed because I took the loss. I get stressed because you should not judge me, brother. I'm not judging you, so why you are interested to judge me? If you don't like it, just simply leave it. I appreciate that. I'm bullish, so I will keep forcing the market to take the buy down. If you are bearish, you will keep looking for the selling opportunity. Simple. Okay guys, thank you for so much for being over here. We'll see you on Monday. This is just shit. At the weekend, just this guy just break me down. Hope they will understand the fact one day. Same to you, Jamie. See you, brother, on Monday. Until then, cheers.